Monadnock Waldorf School has two campuses. We have our early childhood campus, which is a little bit tucked away on the side of Keene in the beautiful countryside setting. And the grade school is actually in Keene, just a few blocks from Main Street.
I think that one of the things that we do in Waldorf education is to set the table for students to explore.
This environment allows them to not be afraid to do things and try things and be creative.
We just really try to make the Waldorf School a place that is about children and about children's innate beings and ways of being and needs and rhythms. And so once they're in the rhythm of the school day and the rhythm of the school year, it's theirs. And they have this sense of confidence and they have this sense of competence and capacity.
This curriculum meets the child where they are and supports everything that needs to happen for that child to be well positioned to learn.
Knowing who they are and their learning styles and the composition of the class, I can try and construct situations where they can take ownership of their own learning. And that diversity really builds not just everyone's academic abilities, but also their social awareness, their empathy, and their ability to be in a healthy group.
The education itself and the topics you're learning cross over. So it's not like you only learn about science in the science lab. You're actually learning about science by being outside in nature and observing plants and drawing them and then learning about the different parts of the plants and then reciting a poem about those plants. And it crosses over between your main lesson into French class or art class or movement. The teachers really are working together so that the content you learn in the classroom is experienced in all of these different ways so that it's kind of educating the whole child.
To think independently and to problem solve in a group and to have the confidence to meet challenges that they don't know are coming towards them.
To be successful and to be resilient and to be adaptable. These components are being formed in them now.
The world can be a good place and you can have a place in that goodness, but also the world is beautiful, it's wonderful, it's exciting. It's worth delving into and it's worth putting your interest and your effort into.
Every aspect of the curriculum is held in movement. Language is movement. All of this is movement. It comes into the sciences. Movement classes happen outside in our parking lot. They happen in local fields and local parks. I feel like this school is well positioned to serve the community. We're accessible, we're easy to reach, and we have access to all the nature that we need.
The environment outside, if you think about it as a classroom and imagine all of those materials as educational materials, it's just boundless.
The children last week made a seesaw from a log and a board, and they've been playing on it every day since, and they've been working on their balance.
It feels amazing to just know that these teachers, they really almost know our children as well as we do.
Have a teacher that actually loves your child and is going to stay with your child and get to know them, nearly as well as you do is a pretty amazing experience.
I think the way that they know the strengths, the weaknesses, and how to help each child take the next step in their growth is dramatically different from any other school that I've been a part of.
The experiences that our children have had here have been absolutely magical.
We work very deliberately to help create a culture that is safe, that is comfortable and enlivening for each individual.
The education is very intentionally creating community-minded, collaborative individuals.
Community service in the 6th and 7th grade this year took on making soup for 100 Nights Shelter, a local shelter that runs through the cold months.
Everybody in the Waldorf School does everything. So you don't get to self-select and just do music or just do theater or woodwork or sports. Everybody is doing everything. The alumni from Monadnock Waldorf School have gone everywhere.
At the very core, what our alums have with them is a secure sense of themselves.
Our graduates can paint and draw and write in many ways. They can also do amazing math. They can also think for themselves.
They can knit and sew. They have done zoology and mineralogy and botany and physics and chemistry and physiology. They can dance, they can act. And I think that the greatest asset is that they have learned that they can learn anything.